This is school on Tuesday, the hold on, Tuesday the 5th of October 2021 and Wednesday the 6th of October 2021. The reason why this is happening is because my phone just deleted uh, the video for Tuesday for no reason. Like, it wasn't out of space or anything, it just happened. So the media teacher wasn't in, so we had to go on the subject, which sorry to have to stretch and yawn and all. We were basically in study all day. But the thing is that we sort of had this essay to do for media, and it was absolute crap. It was like the Sun, their headline for like the start of the lockdown. You had to write at least 3 pages. I wrote just a little over 1 page because that's as much as you should be getting from it, not 3 whole body pages. Like, with film studies, you just had to learn the terms for films. But with media, it's more than just films, it's lots of stuff. So you have to learn the terms for, like being taught the terms for all the stuff, then going into it. So we learned the stuff that you need to learn for like ads, but currently we're doing newspapers. So by the time we get to ads, I'm gonna bet that most of us will have forgotten all the stuff for it because we're busy doing newspapers. But anyway, I kept on getting distracted because the study, Central Haven Pill study teacher, like looked at the internet to see who had their hotspot on. So it was like, you get your hotspot off. You get your hotspot off. And I'm just gonna give this guy a fake name. Owen, get your hotspot off. My hotspot's not on this. Then why should say Owen? I'm gonna have to give the last name. Hamilton's hotspot is on. My hotspot name isn't Owen Hamilton's iPhone. Like, someone to change their name, their hotspot name to his name, followed by iPhone. And it wasn't me. I would have said Dylan Hamilton. If it was me, I just couldn't even think of a last name quickly. Then, I don't know why I'm so tired. Anyway, she sat back down, and someone had changed their hotspot name to, I'm gonna have to give the teacher a fake name. Mrs. Han is fat. And she found out about that, and she said, everyone, unless the person who did it confesses, everyone has to put the phone up to the front of the desk, or the front of the room. I made this mistake yesterday and I made it again. I forgot to mention it before that happened. She said, I've been talking to the IT guy and they had a fix for him, and he said that they have this machine and it can detect when phones are on, even if you have it on airplane mode. So you have to turn your mobile phone off. I said, Mister, can't turn it off. Why not? Because there's like a faulty wire in my phone. So if I turn it off, I can't turn it back on again. Well, I guess you just have to keep your phone at home then. Yeah, you're punishing me for something that's out of my control. Don't do that. And I checked with 2 other teachers, and they said that she had made a mistake. What she meant to say was turn your mobile hotspot off. But what she said is turn your mobile phone off. So, I'm fine, but when it came to putting your phone on the desk, I didn't do it. I'm not doing that. I don't want someone to, like, they might have seen my phone a bunch of times, so they know what it looks like. So they intentionally grab it instead of grabbing theirs and try and mess around, like maybe break it or get my password reset. Maybe they try and guess my password and like search up porn or something. I don't know. So I didn't do it. I don't know who changed their hotspot name. I wasn't able to guess that out. I asked someone and they said, like, I thought that this person did it. I thought that someone did it, and I said, oh, I think this guy did it, and they said, someone said, no, I was sitting beside him. He couldn't do that. He didn't do it. But then eventually he said that he doesn't have the balls to do it. So, I don't know. And I said, what about this guy? But no, like, no one responded. For somehow I didn't think McKnight did it. Like, I should have thought that he did. Then it started to rain. So we went, like, under the cover of MFL. And I put my, like, the container that I keep my break in, put it in my pocket. Someone grabbed it out and started playing football with it. So to all the people who were playing football with it, and the person who started it, like, especially the person who started it, screw you. The next 2 periods of media were quiet. But then in period 5, the teacher said, if your name comes above this person in the register, you have to go to the general. My name was above that person in the register. So I went to where I have general on a Friday, which is in the science corridors, but hold on. So the science corridors were locked, so I went to go to the office, but then someone came out from where the office was and said, yeah, you have to go to the media teacher's room. So we went there. The teacher, someone I never had before, and she was an asshole. She wasn't an asshole to me, but then again, the study teacher also wasn't an asshole to me, technically. After lunch, I had mentoring, and I said to the mentor, like, she asked me what show you watching, and I said Shameless, and she says, oh, my brother loves that. He's a sound guy. He went to, like, Poland or Iceland or something, but he's signed for Game of Thrones, which is cool. Then in PD, we were back in the library, and so back in the library, the teacher's back. We went in. Some girls were already in there messing around with chairs, but once they saw us, they tidied up. I was planning on stealing The Hobbit, but then I noticed that they had Maximum Ride, the manga. They have quite a bit of it. There's like 8 or 9 volumes, and they have, I think, 6 including the first one. So I stole the first one along with The Hobbit. Then I went back to the comic bit, and the teacher came and McNine looked at it with me. But then the teacher came and said, "Dylan, sit back in your seat." Like, what about McNine? So she was put on this video by a police officer talking about the consequences of being caught with images of nude images of a minor, which is stuff that we already know because she told us that 3 weeks ago. Like, it's the same stuff they tell us every single week. And I kept on getting distracted just staring at all the books. And that is justified because the staring at the books is more interesting than telling us stuff that we already know because they've told us it over 100 times. No joke. So that's it for Tuesday. As for Wednesday, instead of having a taxi, well, we did have a taxi, but it was also a van. So that was great, having the van, but the van went the wrong direction. Like, the taxi, we've had multiple drivers. Hold on. The taxi would always turn right as soon as you leave the school. The van turned left, and I passed through like Donaghadee and Malile before getting the Bangor. And then he dropped us off at St. Columbanus first, which is weird. So get in, and I have to go to the bathroom. So, hold on. I don't keep on saying hold on, but it's just I keep on remembering things. So then we had a photography thing, which was there's nothing really to talk about. I just need it mentioned. And then because I haven't been in the bathroom all day, but usually I go to the bathroom before. Sorry, I thought I heard some. Usually I go to the bathroom in the morning, but I didn't. So, and then it was crowded when I got into the school. So I thought, I'll go now. I asked Miss, can I go? She said yes. I said, so is it like just directly below us? Um, I didn't. I don't know why I asked that because I knew it was directly below us, but I am glad that I did it because it turns out that those bathrooms are closed. Um, they're only open in the mornings. Actually, not technically they're not even open in the mornings. They're only officially open at break and lunch. Oh, oops. So, uh, teacher said, so you go to the mobile blog. You know what I'm talking about? No. Okay. This person. It was it was a girl, but she had a guy's name. Like I've heard women being called that before. Um, but I still consider it a guy's name mainly. Um, I'm just gonna give a different name that I would say is for guys, but is also like a lot of girls are called Jesse. So me and Jesse went downstairs, past those bathrooms, kept on going down that corridor, turned to the left, outside, turned right, and went into a mobile block. And the mobile block was actually exactly like our mobile blocks, which was weird. Probably built by the same people, I guess. She said, "Oh, I'll wait for you," which that wasn't. What? Why is my tablet keep dropping? That wasn't necessary, but thank you, I guess. I didn't say that there. I just said thank you because I knew the way I was going anyway, but they have like a one-way system for the stairs. One of them says up only, one of them says down only, but we always go up and down the down only stairs. And then break came along not long later, and I read Maximum Ride, the manga. So now I'm gonna do a review for that because I finished it. Maximum Ride the Manga Volume 1 by James Patterson. It's good. It basically exactly recounts the first book, except for a little bit of the ending, and it changes it a bit. Like the manga has a couple swears in it, which is weird considering the book is for kids. And also it says manga on it. It was written by a Korean manga artist and writer. But it's forwards. Like manga is done. You're supposed to read manga backwards, but the way that it was printed, you had to read this one forwards for some reason. Which was a bit weird. So now I've started The Hobbit, which I'll talk about when I did the review for that because I'm only like 40 pages in, I think. 35, 40 pages. Oh, I forgot to mention something about yesterday. The teacher said, I will definitely 100% be in tomorrow, as in today. And I said in the initial recording, I'm willing to bet that he's not going to be in tomorrow, as in today. I don't know why he was off, and I still don't, and I'm not going to like pry or anything like that. But he wasn't today. We went through a video the entire lesson. The video was a bunch of crap. So, the teacher was talking about how he's been watching this guy. He has a series called What the Fury, which talks about how it's a pun on a very different phrase, which makes no sense because Fury doesn't rhyme with the F word, but okay. And he was talking for like a good couple minutes before he put the video on, and that gave me time to think. Like, I can imagine doing this guy in a nostalgia video, and I bet to myself that like he's gonna start off with a cringe intro, and I was technically right. Wow. So the video that we watched was 16 minutes, which was long enough, like, already too long. But Jesus, let's see. My country won't meant it. Okay, that's fine. Brief history of culture wars. We're probably going to be a bunch of crap in that. Myth Free Press. Don't know anything about that. It's got a potential fascist. Going to crap in that. White privilege. Not a thing. Doesn't exist. You better not talk crap about Joker. Structuralism. Society of the Spectacles, the one I watched, but let me see what else he's done. How many is there? 30, that's fine. Isn't Borat so funny? Like, he's so funny, guys. You know that bit where he goes like, wow, wow, wee, wow. Isn't that so funny, guys? These thumbnails are cringe. These titles are cringe. Also, don't bring politics in the Lego Movie, for God's sake. So the video starts off with him saying his name, the name of the series, and explaining what the series is. But then he says that his videos are, that the series is, breaks down things, makes them easier to understand. No, it doesn't. Your video was confusing. I feel like the media teacher would have a better job explaining it himself than playing this video and just going, that's a really important thing. Write that down. And all he said was stuff that just makes no sense. I really wouldn't want to be in the media teacher's shoes. Like, if you ever watch a show in front of someone, and he's like, oh, let's talk about all this great theory. Forgot that my brother came out going, what is going on now? It's like I've been able to do nothing because I've had to re-record this. I've had to do 2 hours on the bike. No, sorry, that's wrong. An hour, 2 short sessions. But like, you ever watch something and then someone watches it, someone watches that thing with you and realize how embarrassing it is to have someone watch it with you. That's how I bet the media teacher feels, because the guy's like, oh, let's talk about this great theory. Cringe intro. Look at that, I called it. Let's just see this. Ignore that. Yeah. And then we just took a bunch of notes on it. I was somehow able to take up half a page. Half an A3 page. But most of it was just what the media teacher was like pausing, saying, that's important, write that down. And I asked someone else in the class how much they got, and they said half a page. I'm going, how are you getting half a page when you wrote down something whenever the guy said, like, any word? Let's say what was the first word the guy said? Let me see.
Particularly following the... Hi, my name is... hi. People were writing notes when he said hi. Including the guy I asked. He was writing notes the first second of the video. It's not even a second. And I only got half a page. Like, my notes weren't that good. What are you... That being said, the guy is The Last of Us 2 fan, so, switching up the narratives, the point where they make no sense. Anyway, after that, he said, for homework, I want you to write down stereotypes that you believe about women, gay people, black people, Asian people, religious people, and how many was that? Women, religious people, gay people, black people, Asian people. There's another group of people. Americans. That's what it was. I wasn't able to get much for them because I don't believe in a lot of stereotypes. Like, the only thing I was able to get really was for Asians. I got good cartoons, bad music. I like anime, but I don't like K-pop or J-pop. And I know I don't like J-pop because that's all the music that was in Kate. It wasn't even pop, it was rap. As far as I know, Blackpink are considered a K-pop group, but they do rap music. I really don't want to look at this guy's face anymore. There you go. I think that's everything that I have. Yeah. This is memes as of 29 past 8 p.m. on Wednesday, the 6th of October 2021.
She really was gorgeous. She was very pretty. Trump is ahead. Nice. I don't want to. How old are you? Is that a bong? What is that in your hand? What is that?
Joker cares about the kids.
Trump is ahead. Nice.
There could be 100 people in that room, and Timothy Chalamet would be reading a book. I don't know when this came from. Like, I think that Timothy's reading Dune as sort of research for the role. That's the only thing I could think of. I'm not going to show it, but this is DMs as of 8:30 p.m. My mate posted a photo of him and who I assume is his girlfriend, and he was sort of... I will show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like. And then he replies, what in the flying good F? Dylan, but he puts my name in all caps. And I reply, sorry. I'm just going to do Stone Toss and Marcus, then the news. This is Twitter as of 27 to 9 p.m. EDP 445 solos the entire card captor universe.
Both sides make some good points. You're all right. Hey, yeah, thanks. Why are you siding with the bad guys, maggot? Both sides.
I think parents should decide what their children are taught in schools, that is all. These smug pallets have lost touch with regular passengers with us. Who thinks I should fly the plane? This is what libtards actually believe. The wordiness of lefty memes are hell. Being a big Twitter account is kind of like being a small Twitter account, except now when I appear outside of Twitter, people be like, Stone Toss? How did he get here? No restroom for the wicked? Damn, Senator Cinema Land Don't worry, boys, I got this. The Facebook whistleblower stuff is 100% AstroTurf Pro Elites nonsense. I've never met a public school teacher who was paid too little. This better be about the new Ghost Recon. I forgot about X Defiant, to be honest. I'm just going to explain what is happening with Ghost Recon. Yesterday, I think it was, they announced a new Ghost Recon that they said they've been working on for 3 years. So they've been working on it before the release of Breakpoint. And when I saw the gameplay footage, honestly, I thought they stole it from PUBG. So it seems to me that it's just PUBG with the Ghost Recon name on it. Huh. Nope, gun control doesn't work. Yeah, Twitch has been hacked or something, I don't know. Oh, there's like a tear in my eye that just won't stop coming out or whatever. Boris Johnson rules out making misogyny a hate crime because it would overload the police. Rather than introducing new laws, you would need to enforce the existing laws.
Closing at Duncan.
I don't know what you could do about that, because you could let the employees take home as many as they want, or as many as they think they could stomach, but if they're doing that every day, if they work like 5 or 6 days a week, they'll get fat pretty quickly. Or you could give it out, but that'd be a massive waste of money. Or you could continue doing what you're doing and dumping all the donuts. And that was a lot of donuts that they're dumping. And that's a massive waste of food. They could reduce the amount that they're making, but then they might go under what the amount that they will sell in that day, which is what the school does. They're not making enough food. So yeah, it is a crappy situation, but capitalism isn't at fault. I want the reply of an example of how communists deal with excess food, but I can't find one. Hello, is this the SNP headquarters? I'd like to inquire about creating a border in Northern Ireland. POV, you're a Trevelyan getting buried alive. What an absolute mad lass. Do you find this honour to your liking? Do no harm. Big if true. Happy World Teachers Day. Tag a creator you've learned from. Let's see who these people are. Linus Tech Tips. Oh, for God's sake, Video Game Donkey. Scott the Waz and Captain Sparkles. No one cares about these people other than Linus Tech Tips. Your Mad Lads series has been a very entertaining. It taught me a lot of unimportant stuff. Thank you. My job is to fill your heads with absolutely useless but interesting information. My Body Bags videos up on YouTube. I talk about the most controversial comic of the 90s. Poe made his first YouTube video. Give this man a sub. Don't follow his Twitter though. Trust me. I've threatened to cut off the UK's energy supply. The French are now threatening to block exports to the UK and around Christmas. I for one support war for the rifle dropping frog munchers. Remember what you did might have been over 300 years ago, but we remember. I'll never understand why people rage over my tweets and say they're sick of seeing them, so I block them so they don't have to see my tweets anymore. But then I get on -16 about me blocking them. Bro, I was trying to help you out.